Human rights groups are calling on Britain's Foreign Secretary to condemn what they say is the upcoming illegal execution of 3 men in Saudi Arabia. They were handed death sentences for anti-government protests when they were juveniles, in violation of international law. The kingdom's human rights situation is already heavily criticised by watchdogs. However, the UK has previously shied away from condemning Saudi Arabia's track record. But critics say this is unsurprising, that London turns a blind eye while it cashes in on large arms trade deals with Riyadh. Well, since 2010, Britain has sold nearly £7 billion worth of weapons to Saudi Arabia. Most recently, the shipments included drones, helicopters and other aircraft, as well as various bombs, missiles and armoured vehicles. Human rights groups say some of these weapons have been used in the bombing of Yemen, where Saudi Arabia has been accused of committing war crimes. Former UK Prime Minister David Cameron defended the arms deals, calling them legitimate and right.
Our arms exports are carefully controlled, and we are backing the legitimate government of the Yemen, not least because terrorist attacks planned in the Yemen would have a direct effect on people in our country.
Middle East researcher Catherine Shackdam thinks the UK will keep turning a blind eye to Saudi violations as long as there's big money to be made.
They're going to really try to see whether it could actually play in their favour, and I don't see a scenario where the UK would actually criticize Saudi Arabia, especially when they're just set to make billions and billions of pounds. I know it's very, very sad to say, and it's very disheartening to say, that the life of 3 young boys would not matter when it comes to the UK. And I don't see a situation where the UK will actually, try to fly human rights flag and actually do the right thing, and not just the right thing, but what needs to be done and needs to be said. I don't think that the issue will be addressed, and only because they don't see the point. They don't feel any empathy when it comes to the plight of, religious minorities in Saudi Arabia or anywhere else in that matter in the world.
Right ahead, Boom Bust breaks down the financial headlines. Stay with us if you can.